patient is a man who was brought from a homeless shelter. He's a loner with symptoms of depression, and also always has very few visitors. He spends most of his evenings drinking alcohol and being by himself. So basically, they are trying to present a very depressed patient to you, and a lot of this history, even if you didn't read it properly, it makes no sense, because what they're trying to see here at the end of the day is how much do you know about statistics of suicide. Now, this is one of those annoying questions where you just have to mug it up, all right? If you all have first aid in the public health section of first aid, there are certain things given that, for an age group less than 1 year, which is the most common cause of death, and for somebody in between 1 to 45 years, which is the most common cause of death, and that is your unintentional injury or accident. So sadly, you have to mug that up because those are giveaway points that really, like, they're just throwaway marks that you get if you just learn it 1 or 2 days before the exam and go all right. So sadly, this is one of such questions, which is seeing if you know about the statistics of suicide and deaths by suicide, etc. All right. So the different options that we have is that men are more likely to die from suicide than women, which was our correct answer. Men attempt suicide more than women, that's not correct. Actually, so what the statistic is that women attempt suicide more than men, but men complete suicide more than women. And why is this? It's because women mostly use certain forms of suicide like drugs, which doesn't have that high a rate of completion of suicide, whereas men tend to use firearms, and firearms have a higher rate of completion of suicide, right? If you have like antidepressants and overdose, then you have a less likely chance of dying than if you just shoot yourself in the head. That is why women attempt suicide more, but men complete suicide more, because women tend to use drugs for suicide and men tend to use firearms for suicide. This is just a statistic that you have got to know, and you have like these throwaway points that you'll get it like that. So men are more likely to die from suicide than women. Okay. Men attempt suicide, wrong. Women attempt suicide more. Men are more likely to employ drug overdose, wrong. Women are more likely to do that. Women are more likely to self-inflict fatal injuries. No, they are more likely to inflict non-fatal injuries. This is just like the above sentence is said in a twisted manner. Suicide risk is highest among the middle-aged white women. No. Okay, so for this, you need to know another mnemonic, which I will just scroll down. It has been given here. So the mnemonic is sad persons, okay, for knowing the likelihood of people dying by suicide. So who has a more likelihood of dying? First is sex, male. Sad persons, all right? Have a look at this mnemonic here. Sex, male. Age more than 65 years. Depression. Previous attempt. Ethanol or any other drug use. Loss of rational thinking. Any sickness. An organized plan. A lack of support system, and a family history of suicide. All right. So all of these are risk factors that a patient will suicide. All right. You just need to know this. That is why, and apart from this, that the statistics, and that is why option E doesn't make sense, because from the mnemonic as we can see, the suicide risk is highest among older A in sad persons aged more than 65 and white women, sex male. All right. That is why this option is wrong.
Thanks for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe for more.